Welcome back. I am flooding YouTube with videos because I really want to help you. Now, today, we're really going to talk about how you are going to reprogram your mind for success. But what is success? Well, success is when you're going after something that you really want. But success is 95% mindset and it's 5% strategy. So until we reprogram our mind, the results are going to stay the same. You go and ask the next 50 people that you speak to what they earned in 2024, and I guarantee you it'll be very similar to what they earned in the previous 5 years. So we've got to reprogram that. But how do we reprogram it? Well, the best and most powerful way is auto-suggestion. Suggestion is the most powerfulest thing in the universe. Now, all auto-suggestion is just a suggestion from yourself to yourself. Now, you might have heard of affirmations, and we're really going to cover why affirmations don't work for most people. But to go into this, we've got to understand the mind. Now, there may be loads of parts to the mind, but you do not need to be an expert on the mind. I'm going to help you with that. You don't need to know everything about electricity to press a light switch and get the lights to come on, right? Okay. Focus on the two parts of the mind. The conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is your thinking mind. That's the mind that you think with. Now you speak to yourself more than you speak to anyone else. That goes for everyone. We can't stop speaking to ourselves as much as we can stop eating or drinking. Now, the conscious mind is the thinking mind. The subconscious mind is very different. It's the emotional mind. It's the feeling mind. And the subconscious mind is also in control of the vibration that you're on. Now, you are operating on a frequency right now. And the frequency that you're operating on is controlling your health. It's controlling your income. It's controlling what can come into your life. So we have to reprogram the mind and get yourself onto a higher frequency. Let's say if you want to 10x your income this year, that version of you already exists. But you've got to get onto the frequency of it. You can only attract what you're in harmony with. So we've got to start with controlling our thoughts. I would really encourage you, for one, you need a goal. You need a definite chief aim in life. You need to wake up and be working towards something that just sets you on fire. That's the first step. And if you haven't got that, then go to my other YouTube channel where I speak about setting a goal and building a desire. Not my other YouTube channel, my other YouTube video. Now, you want to write out a statement, an affirmation. I am so happy and grateful now that, and then state your goal. Now, you might have tried this in the past and it's not worked. Well, I'm going to tell you why it's not worked. It's because plain, unemotional words do not influence the subconscious mind. You can't say words in cold-blooded reason and expect them to influence the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind understands best the language of emotion. So you could say until you're blue in the face, I am a millionaire. And if you don't mix emotion and belief with them words, your subconscious mind can't understand it. Now, auto-suggestion is very powerful when you understand that you have to mix emotion and faith with your words. So that's the action step. The whole task is to reprogram the mind, and we do that through changing our thoughts. This statement is going to help you do that. Anytime you hear that old mechanical voice coming in saying, I haven't got money, I've got no sales coming in, you need to reject that. You need to stop that old voice in your head and repeat your affirmation with feeling. Feeling is the secret. It's the thoughts that we have in our conscious mind that we impress upon the subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is connected to infinite intelligence. No one knows what you're capable of doing. Now, you can really create your own economy this year. I've created mine. And I've helped many people around the world create their own economy as well. But to do that, you have to gain an understanding. And by watching me right now, that is what you're doing. What we really need to do is gain a better understanding of ourselves. And then things will start to change. So you write out your affirmation. Decide exactly how much money you want to make in the next 12 months. Or make it a monthly goal. And put it in writing, in present tense. And anytime that old voice comes in, that old you, that habitual way of thinking, shut it down. Go to your affirmation and repeat it. Now what you have to do, I'm telling you, it will not work otherwise. You have to mix emotion with it. Now, you might not be able to control your emotions like that. But don't get discouraged. It might not work on the first time. But keep doing it. It's going to come through repetition. You don't get good in the gym or at running by just going running your first 5 kilometers, right? No, it's the repetition that helps you get better at it. Now, as you read this affirmation, I would suggest doing it with your eyes closed. Now, as you're reading it, I want you to see yourself in possession of that money. Now, for me, I like to see it in my imagination as the cash. But that might not sit right with you. You might want to see that in your Stripe account. You might want to see that in your online banking. Or you might want to do what I do and see it in physical cash. Now, you might think, how the heck do I see money that I don't yet have? Well, this is where a burning desire comes into play. If you want money so badly that you become obsessed with it and you really keep thinking about it and keep saying this affirmation, it is not going to be hard to convince yourself that you will have it. Belief is really the key. Once you get your subconscious mind to believe that this money is coming your way, it is a universal law that it must come your way. Your subconscious mind will translate it into its physical equivalent in the most practical way possible, in the most direct way possible. This is the action step. Decide how much money you want to make a month. Write out a written statement. And as you're reading this statement, see yourself with the money and use whatever method works for you best. Online banking, your Stripe, or physical cash. Okay? Now, here's another thing. You have to mix emotion with it. You might not get it on the first attempt, but it's a known fact that if we tell ourselves a lie over and over again, we start to believe that it's true. Now, what you're going to start to realize when you start doing this is your mind's going to become stimulated. And it's only the thoughts that are moving at an exceedingly high rate of vibration that are picked up by infinite intelligence. And we do that through influencing our subconscious minds. And most people, most successful people, they always say that when ideas come to them, they come through hunches or epiphanies. Now, I've had that happen to me many, many times. Now, if you need help, if you need guidance, if you need the right direction, if you need accountability, I would love to invite you to a one-to-one call with me. And I will show you exactly how to get from where you are right now to where you want to be, and I'll help you identify the blind spots. We all have blind spots. So I'd love to encourage you to do that. I'll leave the link in the description to book that one-to-one call with me. Now, my calendar is extremely busy, but I really want you who's watching this to receive the support. But if you're watching this and you're like, maybe whatever, I don't really care if more money comes into my life, more prosperity, then this call might not be for you. It's probably not for you. But if you are really serious and committed to making more money than you ever thought was possible, then book that call. Click the link. It's going to take you 2 minutes, and I would love to find out where you are and see where you want to be and give you the step-by-step process to doing that. Do you know what? That's what my mentor Bob Proctor did for me. Now, you might be familiar with my mentor Bob. I was losing all of my life until I reached out to Bob's team and said, I am stuck. I need help. And Bob said to me, look, do exactly what I tell you to do until you find out that I'm lying or I don't know what I'm talking about. And I thought, Jesus Christ, I'm going to do it anyway because I'm losing. I turned my yearly income into a monthly income in 6 months. This material that you are learning about right now changed my life so much that I felt this pull inside of me that I've got to go and work with Bob Proctor. And I've got to teach every single person that I come into contact with this material. You're not going to find better information than this. And that's what I've been doing ever since. And I've made my way to being one of Bob Proctor's top consultants. Now, if you're serious and committed, then book that call. And I would love to speak to you. And remember the action step. Write out your affirmation. Mix emotion with it. And as you're saying it, see the money. If you do that, watch what happens. I'm Joel McLeod. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and leave a comment and also subscribe so you can be notified when new videos of mine come out. Take care.